So today's hike so far is just on a regular road. We're off of Shevlin Park Rd, headed out towards Shevlin Park, which I've heard is just gigantic. So we're pretty much just walking sidewalk or road today. It's a pretty easy walk. I wish it was on the dirt in the forest, but I just didn't want to take the car. I'd rather like to get where I'm going unless it's up in the mountains by foot. So today we're walking along Shevlin Park. It's at least a 4.5 mile round trip. I'm hoping that we get into some grassy area and off the road, because that's always annoying. But here's a nice little neighborhood right off the road here. And packed myself a little lunch today. And I'm excited to be out and about. Took a break from working, and I will work tonight. There's no reason to waste a beautiful day before the storm comes in this weekend. We're expected to get some snow on Sunday and Tuesday, so I look forward to that. But why waste a good Friday afternoon? So I'll record more as I get up the road. Hopefully we get over this butte so I can get a good view of the mountains. We're headed south and then southwest west of my apartment complex, which I started from. So I'll see you in a little bit. This trail's a little bit better. We're about a 1/4 of a mile from where we were before, and we're kind of off of the highway now and moving along this little bike path, I guess. But you know, it's a little bit of a separation. There's some really nice lots up here for sale. I'm sure that these are at least an acre. This is along Shevlin still, so some real nice spots. I think we can see, is there a house being built up there? Anyway, really nice lots. Nice to be separated from the traffic. A little too loud for me, but we'll keep going and see what we can find. Okay, so almost halfway through our hike, we're now into this open, really scrubby area. Got some dead trees out here, but it's got an open view of the mountains, and the thing is that we're moving closer to the quote-unquote foothills. They're not too much of a foothill set, not like Sierra Nevadas in Central Valley, but the closer we get, the harder it is to see some of the peaks. So we see some of the Sisters, and you see a little bit of Broken Top. You can see Bachelor. You can see out there, you can see Jefferson, but over that way is the highway. This is a really nice trail now. Even though it's not in the dirt, it's a nice paved trail. And we're kind of in the backyards of this neighborhood called Shevlin Commons. Some really nice, interesting houses out here with a lot of room. But there's supposed to be like an overlook of the park. I don't even think we've reached the park yet, so I'm all kind of new to this. But we'll be there in just a few minutes. Okay, I didn't walk more than 100 yards from where I was just a few minutes ago, and this has to be the overlook. You can see how dry and scrubby it goes to just being full of forest. So my trail doesn't go down much farther than, I don't know if you can see that runner who just tore by me. And then I shoot back up that way. So I'm probably going to go off my map and find a place to have lunch. But boy, it's just like a nice, beautiful looking Sierra Nevada forest down there. But still, if you notice, the ground is really scrubbed. It's just, there's not much as far as fallen trees or it's really clean. But what a difference between this dry, deserty type of down into beautiful forest. So we'll keep going and see what we find, but we're about to peel off this way and head south after I finish lunch. So, but a great day for this before the storm. So I hiked about another half mile past the last video from the overlook and came down off this ridge. The reason I hiked about a half mile, even though I could see from the overlook a nice little picnic area and found this river, they had closed the bridge for structural repair. And then I walked a little bit more, and there were some guys doing some chainsaw tree cutting to kind of clear some of this stuff up. You see they take down the stuff, it looks like it's going to fall. So on the phone with work, but that's okay. That's part of the deal with work your own hours. And I found a nice little picnic bench down here. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to come off that ridge without bushwhacking. Now I found myself a nice little picnic table, which you know, is nice. You don't have to sit on a rock, but what a perfect spot though. I have no idea what river this is. I'll look it up later. But here's a nice little bridge. So I think this is a perfect place to have my delicious fried egg, sharp cheddar cheese, and tortilla lunch. And it says wildlife refuge. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean to me, but Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. All right, so we have been on the Shevlin Park Loop Trail, and someday I'll push all day and do an 8-hour hike and go way out there. See how close we can get to the mountains. But for now, no open fires, says that sign, and we're gonna have a little lunch here. Today's lunch is brought to you in part by Guinness for the glass, Sierra Nevada for the delicious Celebration 2011 Celebration Ale, and again Corey Kelton for the book, and Jim and Debbie Wilhelm Chicken Farm for the delicious eggs that went into my my nice little pseudo egg burrito quesadilla things. Here's one really good last look around. Hopefully the wind won't mess up the volume. But I came back off of that after I had lunch down there off the river. Came backtracked up to the overlook. Then I started walking south along the ridge, and now I'm hiking east back into this neighborhood. And I'm doing that to get back onto that little paved trail. Just a little extra loop to add a couple 100 more yards or half a mile or so. So anyway, here's a look at these really nice houses. I mean they're large, they're flat. I mean, it's not like they're, well, there's one way back there. That's pretty big, but these styles are very interesting. You could tell some of them are more modern, but the colors they use, everything's very earth tone. There's probably about 6 or 7 distinct colors they use over and over in different ways, but a lot of stacked stone and siding. And so here's a look to the south, now to the west, and you can see Bachelor over there. Sisters again. And then, I don't know if you can see that. Leave a comment letting me know if you can see these mountains or if I'm just pointing it in a direction you can't tell. I see them really nice with my eyes, but I know they can't be seen that well with the phone. So anyway, Jefferson's way out there. On a really good day, if I was up higher in elevation, we could see Hood. But that's just a really nice place. This is a nice little walk. If you don't go down by the river, a nice little walk that I'll take people to, that they can have a really nice view of the mountains, and there's no elevation climb for the walk. So this is probably the last video I'll take before I head home. See ya.